Hello and welcome back to Assetto Corsa. Thank you very much for joining me in this video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Deems track skin pack. So these are track skin packs that, as you can see, change or give us skins to add to default tracks, modded tracks. There are a number of tracks, including ones like Donington, which is a mod. There is Brands Hatch, which is not, Silverstone, Spa, Nürburgring with the Nordschleifer. There's a Mossport, for example. That's one. That's a new mod that's recently come out. It adds certain types of skins to them. So you can see here we've got autumn, summer, winter, and we have heavy snow, light snow on the track, winter snow. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be showing you these packs. Now it's not one pack, it comes in different packs: summer pack, autumn pack, winter snow pack, and in total they sort of come up to about 1.5 gigabytes so far. Obviously it's more still being added, and I would expect more tracks to be supported, but for now the number of tracks that are supported, well, you can see the ones with the dots on it at the moment. These are the ones that have supports for them. So if we go to Italy, you can see Imola's got some, Magione has got some, Monza, Mugello, Vallelunga, they've got it. We've just come out of Italy. Great Britain, obviously, Donington Park, Silverstone, Brands Hatch, which I'm on now. I think Cadwell Park may also have some. Nürburgring, the Nordschleifer's got it, and the Nürburgring itself. France, it also has the Le Mans track, which is obviously a mod. That one's got it. Mossport has it. I haven't even had a look at Mossport yet on video. I'll probably do that in the next video. And Belgium, we've got Spa, and of course, like I said, more and more are going to be added. So this video is all about having a look at them. So we're going to pick Brands Hatch, and we're going to do a couple of laps in each one. So we're going to start with none of them on. We'll do a couple of laps in the Mazda MX-5 Cup car, then I'll go through each one at a time. So we'll go through summer, we'll go through winter, we'll do summer, autumn, winter, then we'll do winter snow, and I'll just go with light snow, so you'll see the light snow on the track. The heavy snow essentially just covers the track, and I'll talk about what they look like and if they have any amount of changes that are required to drive, maybe any effect they have on the grip levels or anything like that. So make sure you stay tuned for, well, I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's been a long time since I've done an Assetto Corsa video, but make sure you stay tuned to see my preview or review of that. Okay, so here we are in the first one, which is nothing. So we're going to take a quick look around. Let's get moving. Now, I'm also going to switch on head tracking. Hopefully it works for me. So that way we can have a look around at everything quite nicely. This car is rather loud. It's been such a long time since I've actually driven in a race sim. So you're going to see that my driving's not going to be all too great. Now, in addition to that, I do have, or in addition to the mods that we're going to be having a look at today, I do have the shaders patch installed, and I do have some reshade going on, although I believe we don't need reshade anymore with the shaders patch, so I don't know if I'm going to be using it any longer. But I do have the shaders patch installed and the Good Bad Weather by Peter Boese, so make sure you have those installed because they are highly recommended. The temperature is about 13 degrees Celsius, 13.7 I think at the moment, and the time is 10 o'clock in the morning, roughly. So we're going to do the same time. We'll probably change the temperature, but we're going to do around the same time every single round. I haven't driven this car except once. I've only driven this car once. But okay, so we can have a good look here at the default textures and get an idea. So we've got the grass colours, we've got the trees. If anything, this looks rather spring-like. I think the colour of the grass and everything, it does give it a spring feel at the moment. But I'm taking a look at the trees, and that's one of the big things. I saw a number of differences with the trees, and I think for things like autumn, the tree colour and the grass colour is some of the biggest changes you'll find. I always get this corner wrong. It's tighter than I think it is. Anything else I can notice? There isn't much more that I can see that could be deemed to be changed with the mod. Aside from the trees, I'm not too sure what else could be changed. Maybe the colour of the ground, the colour of the textures on the ground. That might be something that might be changed, or maybe something on the arm codes, the barriers or something. They might have a little bit more wear or a little bit more color offsets because of frost or things like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking about what this potentially changes. Of course, the idea of this mod is to bring in immersion. So right now we're looking at it, and obviously it's clearly sometime during spring or summer. That's clear. So we want to see what it looks like during other times of the year. Okay, so with that, I am now going to swap over to the summer one, and we're going to see if anything looks different in the summer one. Okay, so here we are with the summer pack, and what do I notice that's different? Well, the grass, immediately. And the trees. The trees are also different, but if we just take a look at the grass, you can see that you can see some mowed grass. Look, you've got lines on the lawn. That entire texture is different. The grass has taken on a bit more of a yellowy texture, as if it's been scorched in the sun a little bit. Which obviously that's why the other one looked like spring, because it didn't look like the grass had been burnt in any which way. And now it looks like it has been burnt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on the head tracking once more, and we'll get on with some taking a look around. The trees are different. You can see the differences on the trees. Anything else I can see a difference on? I'm not sure if the sand beds or the sand traps, I think the gravel traps, that's what they're called, not sand traps. I think the gravel traps do look different. Just having a look around. They do look different. Again, they've taken on more of a sort of a warm glow, as you would expect. Similar with the trees, of course, they're not bright green anymore. They are green, but they've got a lot more colour changes in them. There's a lot more colour to them, so they look more, well, obviously the right term is summery, but they look like the leaves haven't just grown yesterday. They look like they've been in the sun a while. Some of them are green, some of them are slightly burnt, some of them are not as burnt. The other thing I'll notice is that look at the signs on the side. That's different. Those signs have definitely changed. This one's still the same, Palmer Sport. But the signs have definitely changed. So I'm looking around for the... Oops. Well, that was embarrassing. What I did there is I hit the inside and bounced out because I wasn't paying attention. Going back to the signs, as I said. Alright. Now there aren't any signs here. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. There's a couple of signs around that side, nothing around here. But yes, the biggest change I see here are the signs have been changed out, as well as, of course, the grass looks like it's been mowed, and the trees look like they've been alive for a while, as does the grass, in fact. The barriers actually, do they look different? No, the barriers look the same. I thought I saw some of the barriers looking a little bit different. Those ones, for example, they may look different. They don't look as solid in colour anymore. The track surface itself looks exactly the same. There's signs missing there, it seems. So there is that. There are signs missing upon there. Building looks the same. The gravel is definitely different. And overall, this definitely has a more summer feel to it. Radio Brands 87.7 FM. So with that, we're now going to go to the autumn one, and I think you're going to be able to definitely see a difference between this and the autumn one. Obviously, there were logos and signs up there, which are all gone now. So let's have a look at the autumn one and see what changes. Okay, it's autumn time, and things definitely look different now. Signs are still missing over there. The gravel looks the same. The grass looks somewhat older. As you can see, it hasn't been cut as much. Look, you can still see the lines where the lawn was cut, but it's not as well defined in places. It looks like the grass has grown. Let's move that out of the way. The trees, I'm just looking for the trees. In fact, if you just look in the mirror, you can see the trees in the mirror. And even in front of us now, they've taken on a more autumn feel. You can see some of the leaves are dying, decaying, like that's one there. These trees here, they've got purple leaves. So it definitely feels like, now for me, this feels more like early autumn. This isn't late autumn, though those trees do look more like late autumn to me, as they're about to lose their leaves. But overall, this looks more like early autumn to me, not late autumn. And you can see that we've got the leaves in front of us. The trees are, I think the biggest changes are on the trees, where you've got these yellowy and orangey colours, as you would expect. And the grass, of course, has this, it looks like the grass has grown. You can see it's not cut very fine. You can actually see the grass particles. Well, particles? The blades. That's what it is, blades of grass. And you can see that the lines aren't absolutely perfect. So there we have it. I'm going to have a look for those billboards again. I want to see if they're still there. Yep, the billboards are still there. And those ones are still gone. Now I'm going to have to double check that with the start, because now I'm starting to question whether they were there in the first place. Let's not get this wrong this time. Almost got it wrong again. This time I knew what to expect though. Again, buildings and things like that haven't changed on this track. There are other tracks where this is going to make a massive difference, but it does give this a more of an autumn feel. If I was to make this a misty day or something, it would look more suitable. I have to say, I have missed playing Assetto Corsa. It may not be the perfect sim, but my word, when you add mods to it, it changes everything. Now I can imagine racing cars around. I can imagine racing cars around in this, just for the sake of racing cars around when it's in autumn and in winter. And I think I've saved the best for last, which is winter. I'm over revving the heck out of this car. See, I like that tree over there, which you might just be able to see in the mirror now, where it's got purple and red leaves. That's quite nice. That kind of shows the changes. And I think some of the changes are lots more subtle, that we're not being able to notice them, but it just gives it that colour, that slight tonal change that makes it go from summer to autumn. And with that, I think it's time to, I mean, there it's quite obvious. That all that on that side is really, really obvious. But with that, it's time to go from autumn to winter. So let's have a look at what the winter pack brings. Okay, so here we are with the winter pack, and well, I suppose the main change between autumn and winter here is the trees. This place really does look bare. I cannot see any other major change. I'm just having a look around. I can't see any change anywhere else. I'm trying to work out whether the curbs look like they've been used more or anything like that. And I don't think they have. So the major change for this, I think, is the trees. Just trying to remember, there wasn't a sign there, so that nothing's changed there. The bushes haven't changed. Maybe it would have been nice to have some of those bushes die as well. Of course, this mod is being worked on. In fact, the day I'm recording this, which is the day before you see it, this mod had an update, and I only downloaded it last week, and it had an update, so all the packs, I think. Those definitely look a lot lighter now, but maybe that's now again, maybe the textures have changed because of the trees, so it's more open, because you can actually see the sort of the lines from the trees on the shadows. They're not casting the kind of shadows that you were getting before, at least not that I can see. Does it feel like winter? I have to say, in some ways it does, in some ways it doesn't. The dead trees really do help it along, but there's something about this particular combination that maybe doesn't feel as much like winter, and I think the problem with it is the fact that I haven't set the right weather for it. I think had I set the correct weather, yeah, I think it would have looked better. Or had we had maybe clumps of dead grass, you know, where it's just become mud, or you can see mud now in places, maybe that would have helped potentially. But in other ways, this does feel very much like winter. And I'm sure that if I set the right temperatures and everything, it will look very much like it. And that's what I'm going to do in the next and final test on this. I'm actually going to set it with the snow. We're going to have a correct temperature, and we're going to have a correct weather setting for it. Not misty or anything. It's going to be clear, but I'm going to see if I can pick a winter date with the content manager. Yeah, I think these bushes and things, maybe some of them need to be shown to be dead. Or if we had berries on the bushes, that might look very good. But still, it does bring that feeling. As I said, it brings that feeling in, and for a mod that's free, for an update that's free, it's really well done. Yeah, you don't pay for these things, and that's a lot of effort that's gone into this. There is a lot of effort that's gone into making this look good. I mean, when we come down this point, this really does look like winter. But anyway, time to add some snow to the mix. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking winter. Now this looks a lot more like winter. So we've got the right conditions. It's very cold. It's snowing. This looks good. And I think this is probably the biggest and best change to it. The only thing I'm going to say is, of course, this is a visual change. If you want the grip levels to change, you're going to need to use another mod. But even just like this is really cool to see. And this feels like winter completely, front to back. This feels like winter. I'm just looking at the dirt in the mirror. No change to the dirt yet. And of course you can have it with or without the track covered in snow. If it's heavy snow, the track will be absolutely covered. If it's light snow like I've got here, you can still see the track. For example, over here you can see tarmac. And it's really been well done. But obviously everything else will be covered in snow. Everything on the sides, as you can see, covered in snow and ice. This, though, in itself, this looks really great. Ooh, I had a bit of a slide there. That's got nothing to do with the snow on track. That's just got to do with the cold temperature. It's actually only 2 degrees. Yeah, there's nothing on the track. Look, I can do this, and it doesn't really throw the car out of alignment or out of its line. I can still brake as late as I was braking, though that's still pretty early, but I can still brake where I was braking before. Doesn't change anything there. But it does make this look really nice, and for those people who like taking photographs, I think that as something to take photographs with, this is really quite nice. And of course, as I said, it's not just on Brands Hatch. It's available at Silverstone, it's available at Le Mans, and I don't think all of them are available at every track. You'll have to check to see which ones are available at which track. But you've got Le Mans, you've got Silverstone, Brands Hatch, Donington, Spa, the Nordschleife, you've got Monza, you've got Imola. I think even Catalonia's got some. So it's well worth a download. Again, 1.5 gigabytes. Link is in the description box below for all of these, so make sure you do go check them out and get them downloaded. Just for a little bit more variety, I can imagine racing British touring cars around here, or even these MX-5s as a one make in the snow or something, or just clear the snow off the track and just have the snow on the outside and, you know, having a race. I think that would look amazing, and it just gives us more to play with, just overall. So that's awesome. I think I'll end it there, where you can clearly see the difference. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Assetto Corsa. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. If you really like these videos, do consider supporting me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. Also, you can find me on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/ecgadget, and on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That's all from me, and I shall see you next time in Assetto Corsa where I'm not sure what I'll be doing. Maybe just reviewing another track or mod or car. Who knows? I'll see you guys then.